Your voice has the power to transform the world. Some voices, maybe yours, has been muted, suppressed, overpowered, or lost. Or perhaps you have felt invisible. Maybe you were told not to speak. Maybe you were ignored. So how do we reclaim our voices so that the people who need to hear our voice and our resonance, we can meet them and be in service with our message? We created the SOAR community because we realized it is only through compassionate community where we can explore our truth and feel safe enough to amplify this resonance, which is our truth. Then we can move into that golden higher service in circles that are built on respect and dignity and integrity. When we women meet, we work with the 3 C's: collaboration, co-creation, and courage. And we forget the old competition. At SOAR, we welcome all women. Irregardless of where you are at or where you are from, there is a place for you in community circle, sacred circles that are safe and full of compassion. So I'm Jan, and I am the founder of SOAR, Sounding Our Authentic Resonance. I was born into a very, very large family, and I felt invisible. I felt unseen. I had a lot of wonderful older sisters who talked a lot, and I felt sometimes I couldn't get a word in edgewise, or nobody really cared what I had to say. Then I remembered feeling alone and feeling scared. And one day, my father, bless him, he went into a rage, and I remember just seeing red and thinking, I am not safe around men. So this is something I have carried throughout my entire life. By the time I was in grade school, I was having anxiety. I felt very frightened. By the time I was in my 20s, I had panic attacks. And of course, I wouldn't tell anybody. But if I had to get up and speak or sing, who knew what was going to happen? The funny part is that I always felt compelled to keep going and to never give up. And I think that thread has enabled me to bring forth this empowering, amazing organization, because I'll never forget how I felt marginalized, invisible, unimportant, and afraid of males who might get angry. So perhaps this resonates with some of you that are tired of the avoidance patterns and the defense mechanisms and telling stories, all of this extra energy that keeps us away from standing and owning our own truth and power. I was a registered nurse, and I've always sung. And I ended up working at the bedside with dying clients who had fear. And I realized if I brought music and an intention of releasing fear, something so magical would happen that I had no reference for. So I began studying the scientific parameters of vibration, music, intentional consciousness, and I found, lo and behold, that you can remove fear from the human body. And I said, if we can remove fear of dying, I knew the greater fear for most humans is public speaking. I said, now I'm on to something. So I started working with computerized systems that we can track the feminine human voice giving away her power, not even believing what she herself is saying, her words and her feelings. And we have created some new mitigating programs and tools that allow us to remove the fear, remove the veils of being seen, all of this that it takes for a woman to finally stand in her full authenticity with that resonant bell of truth coming through her body. And what happens when that happens? Everyone else gets a chill and they think, there's something real in this room. There's something I can hang my hat on. So SOAR is about leadership. So if a woman's voice generates trust and truth and authenticity, there you go. We've created a new entire team of women who can be, again, in collaboration and co-creation and compassionately lead other humans. So when I was little, one of the ways that I would calm myself was music. Interestingly enough, music allows us to go into heavenly, beautiful, vibrational spaces. And also dolls. I always had fabulous dolls that I held on to. So we women know what we need and we just pull that in. So those are two ways that I stayed sane and stable. One of the other tools that we use very powerfully with the SOAR Foundation is called Be the Light Meditation. And be the light just means be your best and your brightest, but that's a specific meditational pathway that is 3 simple steps. And we teach this in our SOAR trainings. And essentially, it's how to create your own sacred space, remove everybody else's ideas and voices from your energy field so that you can feel in charge and aligned again with your truth. And then we have a voice release process, which is fabulous. It's a scientific spiritual process that I developed over this whole unfolding of this work for SOAR. So the two together, the meditation and the voice release, are the foundations of the work that we do with our SOAR ambassadors and women to become powerful transformational agents for the earth through their voice. So we have found the universal language of music and sound through our hearts enables us to connect as SOAR ambassadors with any circle anywhere in the world. We can share chants, we can share food together, we can share dance or making artwork together. It is the perfect way, the safe way to exchange information. It is beyond words, and we can communicate through our hearts and our lineages, thereby weaving an even deeper container of potential transformation through the arts by SOAR ambassadors. So at SOAR, we have studied the process of transformation. And it begins by stilling our mind to transform to what is to the new, to be the bridge to the new paradigm. We must still our thoughts and lift our imagination to receive the inspiration of the new vibrational messaging. So this is a perfect example. This is a beautiful crystal bowl. We can sing with it and we can let our mind rest so that we may receive again the new guidance through our heart. Just helps us let go of those stuck thoughts in the old and to create something that is beautiful, sustainable, and connected. Bringing a brighter, lighter environment for humans to cohabitate in harmony and peace on earth is reliant upon you. This is what I use. Each of these nodes is held by a messenger. One of these nodes you were born to take charge of. So as you become your authentic being resonance free of all the old programming, you will begin to light up your own energy field so that others can see you. And your message is coherent and strong and authentic and makes sense. So we envision at SOAR that we support women to stand on their platform in their messengery, if that's even a word, that allows you to be so full of passion and so full of light that your community can see you and they can read your message all through all of the other communities. You will have something that you are in mastery of, and that makes you an ambassador. So you can, through SOAR in an official way or unofficially, take your mastery and visit other circles. Therefore, their sacred community of women unfolding and empowering their voices, you will bring your mastery of leadership arts and healing arts or sustainable living. There are many ways that you can bring exactly what you know and you're good at and bring that vibration to a sacred circle in a community around the world that doesn't know that vibration. They need you. So the idea is it's kind of like a row of Christmas tree lights, and we're all counting on each other to light up the world. And imagine the world is inside, and the world will respond to our voices, our resonance, our truth, and our reflecting the new vibration that is being brought into the world to lift things up and shift eventually through you. So we get to decide the timing. And when I brought SOAR forth, I said, this is a way we can, through the voice of the voice of the divine feminine, and this includes men as well, go in and co-create and realize an entirely new benevolent milieu on earth due to our courage to hold our own node. So this is what we envision for SOAR through our circles. So SOAR has created a global outreach program, and it's very, very powerful, but it's also soft and flowing at the same time. It's the new feminine leadership way. We have weekly meditations that you can join on Wednesday morning. We have live events. We have retreats. We have websites where you can download how to have your own sacred circle in your community. We have training so that you can become a confident ambassador in your mastery, visiting other circles. We can offer you voice release. We can offer you Be the Light meditation training. And all of this is very simple because the internet connects us so powerfully now. Some of our education and outreach will be through television that's on the internet, radio that's on the internet. We absolutely have the entire world available to us to communicate and connect powerfully as never before in freedom to align with and speak our truth in these very empowered sacred circles that will transform the world through our voices. So the SOAR organization now invites you to find your place, your mastery, and your connection. There's a few ways that you can do that. We have a Becoming Light community where you can join and receive information and the vibration of healing and alignment weekly. We also have a beautiful free Wednesday morning Be the Light meditation, which is globally attended. You can meet new people and have that wonderful Be the Light feeling at the same time. We have retreats. We have internet programs, education, and support. And we now have the Women Helping Women television channel, where you can tune in, or you can even find your own voice as a TV host on your own program. So we thank you for tuning in to SOAR and finding your note of connection, because truly the transformation of this world is through you finding your own authentic voice and just letting it out, being the light that you are. Thank you. Do you feel that you have a message that you want to share with the world, but you feel like your voice is not being heard? We are here to help. We are SOAR with Sacred Circles, TV shows, radio shows, and workshops. We have created a special place for you to connect and find your voice in empowered community. Connect with us at soundandlighthealingarts.com.